and really feel good. You know, it'll perk you up.
Last weekend, two of the people on our team competed in American Ninja Warrior. Has anyone ever seen American Ninja Warrior? It's this unbelievable obstacle course that all kinds of different athletes do. So I drove to Houston to go support them, and it was 5 hours. And right before I got in the car, I had an e-shot, and 5 hours in the car, I was alert, I was not jittery, I did not nod at all. It was awesome. And I also cycle with the Texas Flyers, so when I first started using this, they were like, Kelly, what's going on? You just like took out of the gate, like we start a little bit slow and then we kind of work out. You went up the hill, recovered, I mean, you didn't even need to recover, you just kept going. We just rode for 50 miles and you look like you can go another 50. And that was the only difference. So that's how those e-shots work.
You corner the market on recovery.
I have a question about that, and this is sort of a little off focus of what I think this product does, but having two college students, I just hear, and it's so scary how these kids are like popping these ADD pills that don't even have ADD or ADHD, whatever it is, and just to get what you're almost describing. Is that something that...
This is a real calm, natural. What adaptogen does is it adapts to your body. So if it senses stress in your body, it's going to calm you down. If it senses you're low and you have no energy and you need to drive 5 hours, it's going to perk you up. Those don't have adaptogens in them, so that's one of the differences. But yeah, I mean, you could abuse anything. I mean, I'm sure if you had 10 of these.
No, but I mean, if you've got to sit and you've got to study for the next 4 hours.
Yeah, this is going to give you
where
mental
this came
clarity.
from.
Yeah.
Eric Hoover, the son of the founders of the company, he went to Sukcho and he said, can you possibly make an energy shot that's not harmful to you? Because he watched all of his, fellow students go into study Hampton Hall when they were cramming for exams with loads of that garbage, 5-hour energy, and then going over to Starbucks to drink, and you're shaking out of your mind. You're burning out brain cells and God knows what else. Monster, all of that. It's poison. It's absolute poison. This is something that is healthy for you, and 12-year-olds, if you allow them, I've got some of my clients' kids drinking that, fine.
Is that good for jet lag?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
Oh,
Yeah, for China. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, here's kind of an idea of what you can expect. We don't make any medical claims. We don't pretend to cure or treat any diseases. But what I will tell you is that I now have 7,000 people that I and my team are working with in the last 4+ years. All day long, I'm getting messages. I'm getting phone calls. I'm getting Facebook messages saying, I can't believe how good I feel. This thing that was an issue for me, it's no longer an issue. So, we're not saying it's going to get you off medicine and cure your allergies or anything like that, but we do hear some pretty incredible things all the time because the beauty is your body's amazing. And when you get it right, it's going to respond in very positive and far-reaching, amazing ways. Good. Here's, what might be a typical mom. It doesn't have to be that way. And with Isagenix, we see these kind of results all the time. Go from a size 12 to a 4. These are some of the athletes. One of the ladies in Isagenix, Kathy Savage, she is an incredible coach, and her specialty is fitness competitors. Every one of her fitness competitors is on Isagenix, and she has the most winners. I mean, they will go to a show, and they will take the top in every category. Even for healthy aging, it is never too late for anyone. It doesn't matter how much damage you think you've done or how old you think your body is or toxic, it is never too late. Anyone can experience youthful aging. I'm going to skip this video. It's our IsoBody Challenge. We do have a full skincare line, and just like the other products, it's incredible. There's no parabens, there's no animal testing, there's no toxins, there's no fragrance. It's a complete system. Like the nutrition systems, it's a complete skincare system. And it works well from inside out.
This I have to tell you, year after year, going back to the convention and seeing people from the year before, it's again mind-blowing because the youthfulness in people's faces is incredible. It's absolutely making people younger. I can say that.
I just switched my photos out on my Facebook page, and I realized that the last photo shoot I did was right before I started Isagenix, and people, my Facebook blew up or commenting on how much younger that I looked. And even Elizabeth, who I haven't seen in 15 years, said, you look like you just got out of college again, and I'll be 46 this year, so the skincare works. We are actually redoing our whole product line. Just the graphics of everything is about to change, so you'll see some changes in the products as they're available. And You know, again, it's a daunting problem that we have with our kids starting early, and this is a safe line for kids as well. And there's Frank, this is Valerie's nephew.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he trained right here in Far Hills and P-PAC and,
He was 367 pounds on the left and 125 or 30 lighter there, but then he went on to lose more by the time we got to the celebration when he had to go for.
so if what you're doing isn't working, are you willing to try something different? If what you're doing isn't working and you've tried many things, why not try something that you know works? So these are some of our clients, people who are on our team. That's Josh on the bottom, 28 pounds in 30 days. That's Alex on top, he did 30 pounds. Now, it looks like the typical corporate guy that you might see sitting at a desk on the left, and on the right he looks like an athlete. This is Victoria, she's a doctor, clearly a smart woman. She had the information, but her life was just kind of spinning out of control and unbalanced, and toxins building up. Size 12 to a size 4, that was in 16 weeks. This one is 30 days, that's Maria. But big difference. So these are two of my friends, they're on my team. I enrolled them, Russell and Lisa, both personal trainers. I was speaking to a group of personal trainers in Dallas about metabolism, detox, energy, youthful aging. Russell comes up to the stage at the end, he goes, Kelly, will this work for me? I'm gonna be 40 in 10 weeks. And I said, Russell, this will work for you. You're a trainer, you know what to do. You know what? Do your exact same workouts. Let the only difference be isogenics. And 10 weeks later, on his birthday, he sent me that picture. Same thing with Lisa. She's a boot camp coach in Arizona. She was in that same meeting. She got enrolled, and now she looks like a fitness model. So, how can you get started? There's basically 3 different systems, and you can choose your solution. Weight loss, energy performance, youthful aging, and there's a whole skincare solution as well. That top pack is for your whole family. So if you have, multiple people, you're thinking about your spouse, your kids, people at work, you want to get this in their body, that's the big pack there. The one that we talked about today was the Weight Loss President's Pack, and then there's a smaller 30-day system, which a lot of people in this room started on, that gives you kind of the bare bones to get you through an amazing 30 days. And if you wanted to take that basic system, but add Isodelites or something else to it, like Isopro, you can absolutely do that. You can mix and match any shake, flavors, and so on. They let you customize it the way you like. Good, I think there's one or two more slides. That's our co-founder, she's 63. 20-year-olds would love to have her body, yeah. And, ultimately you need to know your why. There's my husband, and my kids are they're growing so fast, and I want to make an impact. I lived here for 23 years. I come back once a month because my dad is not well, and I come to visit, and he's in the hospital quite a bit, and I walk through those hallways, and I know 90% of people are there because of choices they made that have to do with their health. And I leave there so fired up and so committed that I am going to do whatever it takes, whatever I can, to speak to any ears that will listen, to any eyes that are open, so that people don't have to wind up in those hospitals. And when people say, well, Kelly, isn't this expensive, $10 a day? You know what I spent last year on my insurance deductible? 0. You know how many days I spent at the doctor last year? 0. I drove other friends to the doctor, but nothing, not one thing. Most women my age have several specialists by now. Okay, rock star hair, friend's hair that's falling, what does that cost? If I need a dermatologist, I need hair care, and I need all these other things, I'm not on one medicine, nothing. I mean, if you look at the cost of being ill, I will cheerfully spend $10 a day to have my meals replaced and have the best supplements in me, so that I can have unstoppable energy to be available every day to do whatever I want for my family and everyone in my circle of influence, which is now all of you. So your goals become our goals. And so we'll just take any time to answer questions, individually as a group. We would love for you to sample some stuff. If you decide that you want to join, Suzanne could pass out some enrollment forms and we can help you get set up. It's really simple to do. They're actually doing free shipping this week until Sunday night. And then one final thing is we're starting a 30-day Spring Slim Down Challenge on Monday. So if you order today, you should get your products by Monday. So we coach you as a group, and the peak trainers here will be in on all of that. The 3 people with the most dramatic transformations will share into $2,000 in cash. And if you continue on in our corporate challenge, which is 16 weeks, everyone gets a $200 product coupon and a t-shirt, and that's the Isobody challenge that Valerie was talking about. So you had a question.
I did. So you do this program, I guess, for 30 days if you choose to.
Mhm.
After the 30 days, like, the thing that intrigues me is like, you know, the releasing of the toxins and things like that. I mean, do you go back to your normal life afterwards, like after the 30 days, where you could start maybe having coffee and things like that again? And then if you start, keep doing the cleansing, I mean, how does it all work, like after the 30 days if you're replacing it with shakes and things like that?
So I've been on it now for 4.5 years. I stick very closely to that 30-day system, except I do 1 shake a day. And sometimes I'll do 2, but mostly I do 1. So every morning, Ionic Supreme for the rest of my life. That liquid vitamin will be in me every morning.
So that's good, so you have that in the morning, and
Every
it's just
morning,
your shake.
natural accelerator,
Okay.
because I want that energy and I want that liver
Mhm.
detox. I do a shake every morning. My
Okay.
body about halfway through my workout, I'm not even thinking food, and then I'm like, just want that shake. I'm ready for that, so I'm thinking very shake. And then I have a snack, I have lunch, I have a snack, I have dinner. At night I do Isoflesh. And then I sprinkle other things in, like every morning, we have other products we didn't talk about. I put greens and fruits in my shake every morning. I go on a long bike ride, I'm taking an e-shot with me. Bars, I keep one in my top drawer. I'm usually like breaking a piece of that off, you know, throughout the day. Or if my son's got a baseball tournament and I'm not gonna be eating at the field, I'm gonna take a bar or a shake with me. So it becomes your lifestyle. And when you look at Valerie's transformation, she was consuming quite a bit of isogenics because it's just more convenient, it's more affordable. But you certainly can have, it's up to you. What I found is that people don't want to go back to the soda or the whatever it was they were doing before. It almost makes them feel sick. Like when Valerie said, well, Frank that one week had pizza and cake and whatever, and then you go, you know what, that's the old me, I just don't want it. So whatever works for you is what you do. But people have more long-term weight loss and maintenance with this than they do. And I'll just tell you one more quick story. I have a student living with me. He's a friend of a friend, drove down from Michigan to Texas, and he was 65 pounds overweight. He's the oldest of 10 children. His parents are missionaries. So he didn't exactly have an extra, say, $300 lying around. He's going to school full-time. He gets an internship, saves up the money. He gets his first 30-day system. He loves it. He keeps going. That was in January. By June, he lost 65 pounds, and he kept it off. And he goes home, and his family sees him. And they're like, Josiah, what have you done? We want some. So his whole family gets going. He has a family history of morbid obesity. That whole family has changed. That was 3 years ago. He graduates in less than a month. He's kept that 65 pounds off for 3 years now. So it's his life. He gets up every morning, he has these vitamins, he has the shakes, and he still does 1 cleanse day a week by choice because he loves it. It feels good. In fact, Justine, what did you call me and ask me about the cleanse?
I've asked you a lot of questions.
But what did you say about, can I do,
I
about
said,
the car wash?
because I feel like it's an interior car wash, you know, you clean everything on the inside, which none of us really get to do. So I asked Kelly, can I do the cleanse once a week for the rest of my life? Is that okay? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I need to do that because I have a crazy schedule, you guys know, and it just, it helps, and I feel detoxed and energy's up. I'm telling you, it's great.
Yeah. Yes, Elizabeth.
Well, if you do this, what else can you eat? I mean, you have to eat something beside that.
Absolutely, yeah. So when you get your 30-day system, you're gonna get a whole welcome kit. And it's very step-by-step, paint by number, follow this and you cannot fail. And we give you a whole list of, here's sample snacks and here's sample meals, and you can